Breaking. Fred Kerley's shocking ban reveals U.S. track and field medal contender out. Explosion symbol USADA's bombshell exposed. Fred Kerley might not have been in the greatest of forms this season, but if he were, there's no debating that he could have been one of the best athletes to go to Tokyo, but the 2022 world champion chose to sit out the USADA and thus skip Tokyo. The real shocker came when the Athletics Integrity Unit banned him for 2 years for missing 3 doping tests over 12 months. And if that wasn't enough, there's more. As of now, Kerley's legal team has said that he is clean, and the sprinter himself made it clear that he has never taken any DRS. But it sure was a loss for U.S. track and field in terms of competition. I have never used performance-enhancing DRS and have always competed clean, he said. On social media, I firmly believe one or more of the alleged missed tests were not missed. I will fight for my name and legacy. Now add to that Olympic medalist Raven Saunders, who is next on the list. Track and field athlete Raven Saunders accepts sanction for second anti-doping rule violation. USADA announced today via ex-NBC Sports Director of Social Media Travis Miller provided more information. Tweeting Tokyo Olympics shot put silver medalist Raven Saunders receives 30-month ban for whereabouts failures after previously being banned 18 months for whereabouts failures in 2022. Saunders secured the silver medal in the women's shot put at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics with a throw of 19.79 m. After that, their participation in sports has not been that easy. The 29-year-old was first banned for 18 months from August 2022 to February 2024 because of the same reasons whereabouts failures. These failures occurred on January 8th, May 26th, and August 15th, 2022 when Saunders missed scheduled doping tests. After serving the suspension, Saunders returned to competition in February 2024. They qualified for the women's shot put final at the Paris 2024 Olympics, finishing 11th with a throw of 18.62 m. However, 2024 brought additional problems. Within a 12-month period, Saunders acquired 3 whereabouts failures. The first on April 19th, 2024, the second on May 17th, 2024, and the third on December 26th, 2024. Read the press release by USADA. Since it was their second violation, the U.S. Anti-Doping Agency imposed a longer sanction, 30 months, starting on December 26, 2024, taking into account their degree of fault in the overall circumstances. This means that they are ineligible to compete until mid-2027 and must forfeit any results, points, or prizes from that date onward. Lately, the U.S. has lost some good track and field athletes. U.S. track and field athlete facing ban scare. As August came to an end, more bad news came for U.S. track and field fans. Major marathon bronze medalist Shadrach Biwott was banned after an evidentiary hearing on May 7, 2025, where both Biwott and USADA were provided a full opportunity to present their cases and witnesses to the independent arbitrator. The arbitrator determined that Biwott 40 will receive a 4-year sanction as a result of a positive test for erythropoietin EPO during an out-of-competition drug test on January 25, 2024. The press release read, EPO is a non-specified substance in the class of peptide hormones, growth factors, related substances, and mimetics. Biwott's first urine test at the UCLA laboratory detected EPO, and subsequent blood testing at the SMRTL laboratory confirmed the result. He requested an analysis of his B sample, which also tested positive, although he challenged the test's accuracy for independent scientists reviewed all the evidence and concurred with the findings, ultimately resulting in his suspension. He was disappointed. Fred Kerley is already on the list. On Knighton has faced a similar issue. In 2024, he tested positive for epitrenolone, a metabolite of trenbolone, which he claimed was due to contaminated meat he had consumed. An American tribunal accepted his explanation and cleared him of any wrongdoing, allowing him to participate in the U.S. Olympic trials and the Paris Olympics. However, the Athletics Integrity Unit and USADA have appealed the ruling, meaning his case is still unresolved and the legal process is ongoing. The world of track and field thrives on rhythm, the thud of spikes on the track, the eruption of fans from the stands, and the echo of national pride when medals are claimed. But sometimes that rhythm falters. This week, U.S. track and field faced another blow that rattled its balance when the United States Anti-Doping Agency, USADA, announced news that left the community reeling. After Fred Kerley's shocking ban, another metal contender had been sidelined. The announcement landed like a thunderclap across the sporting world, amplifying concerns about the stability of America's sprinting empire. For years, the U.S. men's squad carried the reputation of being a powerhouse, fueled by iconic names like Carl Lewis, Michael Johnson, and more recently, Noah Lee, and Kerley himself. Now, with Kerley already out of the picture, the news meant the U.S. was watching another star fade at the worst possible moment, right before the Tokyo Worlds. The shadow of Kerley's ban. Fred Kerley's ban had already shocked the system. A 100-meter world champion, an Olympic silver medalist, and one of the fastest men alive, Kerley was supposed to be the calm yet confident anchor of Team USA. His sudden removal created not only a gap in the relay teams, but also a ripple effect on morale. Young athletes who looked to Kerley as a mentor suddenly found themselves questioning the foundation of trust in the sport. Now with USADA's fresh announcement, it was as if the wound had been reopened. The exact details remained guarded at first, but whispers quickly filled the void. Missed tests, unusual paperwork delays, potential whereabouts violations. For the average fan, the specifics didn't matter. What mattered was the gaping hole it left in America's metal hopes. A team under pressure. The United States had already been walking a tightrope at recent global championships, while Noah Lyles carried the torch with dazzling charisma and unmatched speed. The men's sprints had been under scrutiny. Gone were the days of automatic dominance. International stars like Elzel Tobogo, Zarnell Hughes, and Oblique Seville had closed the gap, forcing the U.S. to fight harder for every win. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Till next time.